Alright, so I was on my way from Gettysburg to Hanover, and I was driving past the Adams County Rescue Mission, which I haven't been here in probably 2 years. The last time I was here was when I posted a video over on my Jocelyn Elizabeth channel, and that was about 2 years ago. I was looking for a couch. I wasn't even like looking for anything to resell. So I decided I'm gonna stop in today and see what I can find that I can flip for a profit. So here we go. So one of the first things in the door that I noticed was this display right here where they were showing off some of their nicer items, like the perfume bottle. They had some jewelry and some binoculars, the fancy stuff, as you can see. None of this really interested me. I was more interested in this. This is a plastic canvas bag that somebody obviously made, but it has mushrooms on it and acorns and daisies. And it was only $4. So I just thought it was very groovy, probably 1970s. And I liked it. And I thought it was very hippie chic. And if it's not a thing, I just made it a thing. And I totally grabbed it. Through the back here, there was another gathering of bags. And I did decide to go through the totes. I wasn't really looking for anything particular. If there was any vintage or fun bags, I may have grabbed them. But I didn't see anything really that caught my eye. But you can see there are shelves and shelves of glassware here. Lots of cups and bowls and serving pieces. I did notice down on the bottom shelf here, there was a Hazel Atlas Capri bowl, but this is the master bowl to a salad set, and unfortunately without the rest of the little bowls, it really doesn't have a very high resale value, so I did pass on that. Up here on the shelf, I did notice this vintage pitcher that was marked Japan on the bottom for $4. I suspect this is probably 1930s or 1940s, and I did grab this piece. I'm trying to juggle everything if you can't tell, as I grab this mug, which I suspect may have been otagiri. It was $2, and it reminded me of Bambi and Bambi's mother back before the tragedy. There were some pheasant mugs there on the shelf. I have horrible flashbacks of pheasant mugs, so I don't usually buy them. A radish-shaped dish. It was kind of fun, but it was just all by its lonesome. I did find this, and this is a sectioned dish, obviously, but it has its handle, and a lot of the times I come across these and they are missing their handle, so the fact that it had its handle, I did decide to take this with me. Now, I did take everything up front, and I returned with a basket. I figured then I wouldn't be juggling as much, but that was really not the case. I'm still juggling with everything. Now, as you can see, the shelves are just absolutely packed with stuff. And I will admit that I was overwhelmed, and I probably could have been a little bit more thorough in my search for treasure. But I was still kind of taking everything in. I did find these, and looking back on this moment that they were only $1, I probably could have, but I didn't. I left them there. A lot of brown drip there on the shelves. I mean, look at all that stuff. Tell me that's not a little overwhelming. You can tell I'm overwhelmed because my camera work is just stupid right now. There is this jardiniere down on the bottom shelf, and it was $5, but I suspect there was a crack on it, and so I didn't really want to mess with that. I liked the ginger jar, but the cat, for some reason, was very distracting. The cat, I think, is made in China, but it's missing its sticker. This cat was also distracting, and this may have been a utensil jar of some sort, or it may have been a canister missing a lid. I'm not exactly sure. Inevitably, I did end up grabbing the ginger jar, and it was marked on the bottom. I'm not sure if that would have made it a hobbyist piece, but it was very nicely painted, and I just loved that color. So then I found this plastic frog, And I think this is just for notes or memos for the desk. And for only $1, I figure I can make some money on that. So I did grab the little frog. This candle holder, I've seen this before, but I left it. Now, I did see the seagull here, and I was curious whether or not this was Stangle, but it was made in Japan. And I kind of went a little back and forth, but at the end of the day, I think it was only $4, and I decided to grab it for $4. I also realized the cat is on the back of the shelf. I should have reunited it with its friend. This vase looked like it could have been old, but the bottom told me otherwise because there wasn't a lot of wear and it was very white on the bottom. The lusterware creamer by itself, there's not a whole lot I could do with that. Then I found her, and she had both of her wings, which was very exciting because all of the little angels I've been finding lately have been missing their wings. So I suspect she either left in or Napco. I will likely hold on to her until next Christmas. I will just tuck her away and she will stay with me until we start listing stuff, probably next October. Here was another little bell. I thought these were interesting, but I'm not sure who makes them, and I'm not confident that they have a very high resale value. But that was the second one that I had found. Lots of pillows. Decided to move to another of these little islands. Not that one. This one, maybe. No. We're going to continue. We're going to get all dizzy, and we're going to land on this island, on this vase right here. This is made in Italy. It's absolutely stunning. Unfortunately, there is a chip. But when you put flowers in it, I don't think anyone will notice. That's why I grabbed it. I did grab it. I mean, at that price, I grabbed it. But at any other price, I probably would have left it behind because it was damaged. There was a fun hat box down here for $5. Some maracas. This little elephant was cute. It was made in India. I kind of suspected it was Dansk, but it was not. The monkey was really cute. And I did decide to grab the little monkey figurine because there was no damage on it. Probably should have grabbed that pineapple too now that I think of it, but I didn't even notice the pineapple. I did notice this Mexican folk art piece. However, it was marked Cancun, and I really wasn't as interested in it because it was a souvenir piece. So I did leave that one behind. Usually I pick these up, but not when they are specifically souvenir pieces. I mean, most of them were souvenir pieces, but that one was specific to Cancun. This is the Dover. It's from Japan, but it is an acanthus shell, and I believe that Lenox makes some of those. This one right here was not marked on the bottom. I did like it. It was $8, and I can't remember if... No, I did not. I left it there. We've got a fun candle here. It was cute because it had some succulents on it. Everything's better with succulents. There's a little dumpster squirrel. And here's some ornaments. I grabbed these ornaments just to stick on my tree because we need more ornaments on our tree. I'm not sure what's happening to all of them, but it seems like they've been disappearing lately, and I'm going to blame Juliet for that. And yes, I do still have my Christmas tree up because it's Christmas until February. That bowl was $20, and that was just a little bit much for me. This bird, was it Stangle? Let's see. No, it was not. It was actually an owl, but it was damaged, and so that is why I left it behind. It had a giant crack. There was a moon and stars down there. Ooh, did I see it? This is exciting because I have not watched this footage. Oh. First, I have to get this out of the way. No, I don't even look. Oh. The moon and stars is $8. I feel like that's a $20 to $25 piece. So I think I'm going to pass on it. I kind of like that little vase. I actually have a collection of those little vases. There was a butterfly dish back here, and this piece was made in Pier 1, that glass piece back there. I've actually bought and sold this with the original stickers on it. This is made by Pier 1. They had it marked for $12. I believe they sell for about $25 to $35, depending on the size, because I've seen them come in 2 different sizes, and that size was a little bit smaller than the one that I sold. This was $20 for this Lipper and Man dish. I believe this is identical to the one that Paul had in his booth last week, and he had it marked for less than that. Then I found this guy, and he matched my little monkey, and so I decided to grab the donkey as well. I'm forming a little band of figurines. This picture made me think McCoy. Because I have seen this McCoy color scheme design in the past, and it was only $4. It was marked USA on the bottom. It very well could be McCoy, and I decided to grab this. Now I did come across this. This glass carafe is actually made by Krosno of Poland, and I have bought their pieces before. There was a tumble up set that I had bought at the Goodwill not too long ago. This is a carafe, and you can see the bottom is actually rounded, and so it just balances, and it's actually a really neat piece, and it's called a roly-poly carafe, and so I definitely had to buy this just because it was very unique in design. And there are glasses that go with it. Unfortunately, they didn't have any glasses that I could find, but it was a very interesting piece, so it didn't go in the basket, but I took it with me. There was a lot of art pottery there, and so I definitely looked at the art pottery, but none of the pieces really grabbed me or spoke to me. That one maybe did a little. I did notice this dish in the back, and so I had to take a closer look at it just because I liked the color. And I thought, that could be something nice. But wait, look, here's a little figurine first. There we go. It really wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be, so I did leave that behind. And then I found this, and I did check the bottom. It was marked USA, so it was likely Sequoia pottery and not treasure craft. Most of the treasure craft pieces with that faux wood look are marked treasure craft. So this one was likely Sequoia, and it was still really nice, but unfortunately it did have that chip in it, and so I did not take that with me. The mouse was adorable, but I do not need any mouse trays, dishes, things. There was some artwork here for giving and caring day after day, something, something, something United Way. There was half of a praying hands. I get half of a point on that one. So, half a point to me. Now, unfortunately, there is some water dripping there from the ceiling, so I was struggling a little to get down this aisle. This was teleflora, which surprised me because it looked like it might have had some age, but there were some items there on the bottom shelf that caught my eye. I just had to get past those drips, and it was worth it. Totally worth getting a little bit wet to get down this aisle and check out these bowls. They were very heavy art glass, and they were $20 each. But it turns out they were half off, I do believe. I think everything was half off today, which was kind of crazy. But they were just absolutely beautiful. And so I did buy one. And the last thing that I bought was this. It kind of had this like pop art look, and I bought it. All right, well, we had to cut it a little bit short because they were closing. It is Christmas Eve, so their hours are a little bit different today. And I didn't know they were closing until I was told, hey, they're closing. And I'm like, oh, great, okay, all right. So I had to get up my stuff together real fast and head to the checkout. But our total spend was only $75. I feel like we got a lot of really great items. I'm excited for that pink bowl. I ended up only grabbing one of them, and I left one behind because it's not something I'm familiar with. When I turned it over, there was a mark on the bottom. But that was about the time when they're telling me they're closing, and so I had to shuffle to the exit, and I didn't get a shot of the bottom of the bowl. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here now. I hope you guys enjoyed this brief, quick stop at the Adams County Rescue Mission, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Later. Oh my gosh, that flooding. That's crazy. It has been raining all day. Absolutely not.